Yo guys, it's your boy Taki.
And your girl Robyn. And welcome back to another smashing episode of
Oh Snack.
Your weekly plug where we plug you to the hottest DStv content and give you insights to your favorite Mzansi stars.
And like always, every week we give you guys fire guests. Today is no different. Isn't that right, Robyn?
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. It's getting hot up in the studio. And in studio with us, we have award-winning cookbook author, celebrity chef, restaurant reviewer, and my all-time favorite food star.
Yeah.
It's Zola Nene.
Come on.
What an intro. Thank you very much.
And when I look at you, I just feel so full and delicious and so warm.
Chef's kiss.
Yes, that's what it is. How you doing?
Gorgeous humans. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. And you're heavily involved in MasterChef SA as a judge. Also, you're involved in the Great South African Bake Off. So I just want to know for you, out of the two, in terms of the production, which one did you prefer? Which one, like what are the differences and which one did you prefer between the two?
Trick question. Which one do I prefer? I did love both. I think that they're very different. In terms of production value, I think that MasterChef is so wonderful, so beautifully produced. I think that because it's such a huge international franchise, the South African production definitely came to the party this season. It is such a beautiful show. It's so rich. It's so South African. Without being literal about it, it feels very like home. Whereas the Bake Off was also a beautiful show, but it was more light, bright, and very different. Which one do I prefer? I think I love them both, but right now is MasterChef time.
Yeah. And also you worked with one of my favorite chefs of all time, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, and Gordon Ramsay Uncharted. How was that? How is Gordon Ramsay in real life? Is he like, how's the vibe with Gordon and how was it like shooting that show?
I think everyone, just like me, when I knew I was going to be filming with Gordon, I thought, oh, that rough Gordon's going to come. He's going to throw F-bombs at me. But I was like, I'm ready. I mean, if he throws an F-bomb, I'm going to throw two. Do you know what I mean? Like that was... But then I met him and he is honestly one of the nicest guys ever. I think that because Uncharted is very different to Hell's Kitchen, for example, where he's sort of barking at people in his kitchen. Uncharted, he comes into my territory. So he came to South Africa, to the KZN where I was born, and I got to show him some things and he got to learn stuff about the culture and about Zulu food, etc. So he was very, very humble, so interested in learning. I loved every single moment, and he's lovely. I call him a friend of mine. I hope he thinks of me as a friend too.
So how do you feel now that MasterChef is including, females as part of their judging panel?
I think it's an awesome thing for the franchise to be doing. I think that South African, or MasterChef South Africa, is the first to have 2 females in the judging panel. I think that that's something we can be proud of. I think it's great that we're showcasing females in such a positive and strong light. And there's 3 of us. So there's 2 females, myself, Justine Drake, and then there's a male counterpart in the judges, which is Gregory Zarnecki. And I think that we make a formidable team. So I love that there's 2 females, but I love the trio that we are. We have such a great dynamic and so different.
So your cookbook, Simply Delicious, it's about cooking simple, basic food that you can cook at home, putting together. But do you ever MasterChef it up for your friends just to stunt on your celebrity chef status,
On your family, yeah.
Around there, some Salt Bay.
I don't know if it would be stunting on them. A bit of Salt Bay. No, so I'm classically trained. So I studied culinary arts for 3 years and got my chef qualification in patisserie and in hot kitchen. So I'm very capable of doing all the fancy frou-frou stuff because I have those fundamentals and basics. But for me, like I said, my cookbooks are all about simple, relatable food. So that's the type of food that I often share. Can I stunt on you? Can I Salt Bay on you? Absolutely, I can. Do I do it for my family and friends? Yes, every now and then I'll surprise them with something like a beef Wellington, which is a very technical dish, and they're like, "Ooh, fancy!" But then everyone still loves the basics as well.
Have you ever dreamed of one day writing your own cookbook? Recipes, stories, food that tells stories.
Do you know what? I think that every single person who is a chef or a foodie kind of of has in the back of their mind, oh, I wish one day I could write a book and, you know, have somewhere where people can find all of my recipes. So when the opportunity came, I was like, wow, pinch me, it's really happening. And to already now have 2 published cookbooks, every day I have to pinch myself when somebody goes, oh, I got your book, or they, you know, they tag me in a post. It is such a privilege. A cookbook for me is a forever it's a forever thing. It's a forever project. Forevermore, you become part of people's food stories and family stories. They pass your book down over generations. And for me, that is such a special thing, which is why, you know, the recipes that I put in my cookbooks always have a story and a reason behind why they're there. So that the story keeps being told, you know, and I think it's important to tell our food stories and keep our heritage alive through our food. So yeah, I'm so blessed. I feel very grateful to have 2 cookbooks, and there may be more coming. Hint, hint.
Hello, snackers. Y'all heard?
Nudge, nudge.
You gotta cheer first on O's neck.
So when your aunt will be working and stunting on us, you know, and cookbooking and all that stuff, when you're just relaxing, what type of cooking shows do you tend to watch?
Oh, I love watching cooking shows. I love watching Jamie Oliver. Right now I'm watching Jamie Together, which is a fantastic series. Of course, I love watching Gordon, my friend. Love watching Gordon and Gino and their travels. You know, they do travels through America, etc. That's always like fun. I actually love watching all sorts of cooking shows. I know Chef D has a beautiful cooking show coming out now on Food Network, which I'm really excited about. Lorna also has an amazing show coming out in BBC Lifestyle, so I've seen the ads for that. So I'm excited to get into those as well. I love watching cooking shows.
What's your favorite holiday dish to make?
Ooh, you know, it's so difficult when people ask me what my favorite anything to do with food, because I love so many things to do with food and it changes depending on my mood or on the day. But one of my favorite holiday dishes, I guess this is a holiday dish because we have it at Easter and at Christmas. I love a roast lamb, a roast leg of lamb. Oh, can't beat it. Can't beat it. Lots of herbs, lots of garlic, slow roasted. Perfection. Love a roast leg of lamb.
So, Chef, if one day, let's just say, there's a Come Dine With Me SA Celebrity Edition, let's just say one day, would you host it? Would you become one of the contestants?
I mean, I'll gladly. Listen, I'm a chef though, so I cook for a living. So I guess you probably wouldn't get the frazzled drama from me in my kitchen because I sort of do it every day. So maybe nobody would want to come and do a Come Dine With Me episode with me. But I'm game. If we do like a chef's edition, yeah, I'd love it.
That would be interesting, actually.
That'd be interesting, eh?
Yeah. Zola, before we let you go, just one last thing. Where can we catch MasterChef South Africa? At what time and what channel, just so the viewers can know? Because we need to watch MasterChef now, right?
So MasterChef is every weekday, so Mondays to Thursdays on Mnet, channel 101, at 6 p.m. So Mondays to Thursdays. So you can follow and get into it. And if you miss an episode, there's a repeat the next day at 9 a.m. And then also on Saturdays on Mnet, there's an omnibus. So you've got plenty of opportunities to catch the show. So you should. It's a beautiful show. It's proudly South African. Support it and watch and enjoy the deliciousness.
Well, thank you, Zola, for taking the time out to speak with us. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we wish you the best on MasterChef. And, you know, because the judging looks really difficult, you know. I watched some episodes here and, like, to tell people, like, yo, man, you didn't make it, like, hey, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, you know. So, so thank you for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
You guys, you know I was blessing you guys with the top 5 trending shows on DStv. Isn't that right, Robyn?
Yeah, here are the top 5 trending DStv shows right now. Big Brother Mzansi live broadcast.
And what's up, now quite to Happily Ever After. Are they happily ever after? You tell me. And another amazing show in the top 5 this week is Burusuk Afro. We got the sports bulletin around the clock, keeping up with all the sports news.
And MasterChef South Africa Season 4. Well, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our show. I don't want to leave. Guys, as always, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And everything we've spoken about is in the description box below.
Same time, same place. It's been your boy, Da. Taki.
And your girl, Robyn.
So next time, guys, peace.